welcome to another directed draw. Today we're going to be doing ladybug larvae. So let's get started. So ladybug larvae is pretty much the stage before it becomes an actual ladybug. So I will show you what they look like. And they look a little creepy, but I think you guys will be able to draw them. So the first part is they're a very strange looking shape. So you're going to draw a circle or like an oval kind of shape, like that. So that's kind of like the thorax. And then you're going to draw the head, which is going to be an upside down U. And then we're going to do part of, I guess, the abdomen. So the abdomen kind of has like two different parts to it. Or let me see, just so I get it right. So this part is like the head. This is the thorax. And then the abdomen, let's make mine smaller. We're going to go down, kind of point, and back up. That would be the abdomen-ish. It's like divided into 4 different parts. So this is the head. This is called the pronotum, I guess. This part is the mesonotum. And this one is broken up into 2 sections. So it's like that, and then it's curved here, like that. So this part was called the pronotum. And you guys don't really need to know this. Mesonotum. And this section right here is called the metanotum. These are some weird names, huh? And this is the abdomen. So this kind of makes up the thorax. So anyway, let me go ahead and erase this. I think you guys might have caught up by now. But remember, you guys can always pause this video to catch up if you'd like to. Redo some of these lines. Alright, so we have something that looks like this. Now, on this part, they have some circles or ovals. So I'm going to start right here. Let me zoom in. And you're going to do like an oval shape here and an oval shape here. And there's one right below it on the other section. Like that. And it's okay if it's not perfect. And then they have little like hairs sticking out. So I'm just going to do some lines like that. Same thing on this one. They have about like 3 or 4 hairs sticking out. And then for the abdomen, it has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 kind of sections. So I'm going to divide this up. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sections. Okay. So this part also has some of these oval shapes like this, but then they get smaller as you go down. And there's about 5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And these all have about like 2 or 3 hair-like things. And this goes all the way down, and they get smaller as they go down. And they're just lines. Okay. So you have something like that. And now we're going to go back to the segments, and these segments have little circles all the way almost to the bottom. And they're on both sides. And I'm going to zoom back out. And then I'm actually, on this part, we're going to do a curve like that. And then now we just have to add the legs. So the front legs are on this part. So I'm going to zoom in to the head. This is the head, remember. Their head's kind of small. But I'm going to go out like this, curve in, and close. Okay, same thing on the other side. We're going to go out, curve in, and close. So there's leg number 1. The second pair of legs go right here. So we're going to go out, curve, and close. Same thing on the other side. You're going to go out, 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 curve, and close. And then the back legs are attached to about here. So this is going to go down like this on both sides. You're going to curve and close, curve and close. So that is what a ladybug larva looks like. Looks kind of creepy. You guys may have seen this at school because sometimes you find them on the lunch tables, and I remember picking them up and putting them on the tree. I don't know if you guys remember that, but sometimes they fall down from the trees or wherever because these guys can't fly yet, so they're crawling around. So we'll go ahead and color this, and I'll show you what it looks like. They're kind of gray, black, and orange. They're a very weird color combination because the ladybugs don't actually look like this. So I'm going to find a gray color, and I'll color the parts that are gray first. Let me switch brushes. Some of these are easier to color with than others. So this part is gray. And this part is also actually pretty hairy. So I'll go back and I'll show you how to color or how to put the hairs in. And then this is gray. So that's like that. And then these three are kind of gray. And then I'm going to do like a tickle touch of black right here. So it's not gray, but it's not really dark black either. So that part and this part. Okay. All right. So then I'm actually going to do a even lighter gray, so maybe like a tickle touch. And this part right here is kind of like a light gray. If you look closely around your house, sometimes they have these, and usually around this time there's a whole bunch. Like where I live, I have a lot around my garage because there's some plants that go up the sides, and the ladybugs like those plants, I guess. So they end up like laying eggs on those leaves. Can't remember exactly what kind of plants they like, but they like plants that have a lot of aphids on them, which are other little tiny insects, but those insects are kind of bad for plants. And what they do is they kind of suck out all the nutrients of the plants, and then the plants end up dying. And so if there's ladybugs there, they help the plant by eating up all the aphids. And usually that's kind of cool. So these little sections right here, these are all orange. And then as I was in elementary school like you guys, I had bought a book that was made for kids about ladybugs, and they were pretty cool. And this book had like clear pages, so if you turned them, it looked really cool, and it talked about the life cycle of ladybugs and what they ate. Maybe next time I'll put it up here so you guys can see it. I can read it to you guys. But I absolutely loved that book. I think Barnes & Noble still might have them. I don't know if they carry them anymore, but those were my favorite books. And you learned a lot from them too. So the legs are black, and so is the head. These actually kind of remind me of scorpions. So if you guys can draw these, you guys can totally draw scorpions. That'll be another directed draw then. I'm getting some good ideas. All right, I missed some other orange ones. So these 4 spots right here are orange. And the rest of them are kind of grayish colors. So these ones I will color gray. Okay. All right, so going back to this part right here, let's go ahead and do our little hairs. So for this one, they're short hairs and they kind of go all the way around. And I don't think there is any right way to draw these on here, but that's what they look like. So you just drew a ladybug larvae. Kind of looks a little creepy, but that's what they look like. So I hope you guys enjoyed this directed draw. Make sure to tag me in this if you'd like to show me, or you can direct message me a picture and I can post it on Instagram, but I'd love to see your artwork and see how it turned out. So I hope you guys have a great day, have fun, and stay safe, wash your hands, and I'll see you next time. Bye!